So, let me go back to the daily record. This fucking mic. Alright. So on the daily, we see that yesterday created the CT reversal, which this was a massive accumulation below the weekly open. So now the weekly candle has a pretty large wick. It doesn't really support expansion bullishly, but price retraces back down into like this key level here, sort of block, and they created technically C2 with pretty low. But we showed strength switching through SMT on NQ to catch up and break this. SMT has clearly fell into reverse away from this high, so ideally today makes C3 continuation to break this SMT. I'm just gonna count this right now, because there is filler SMT with this high, obviously. But today should make C3 continuation, so therefore price should respect the upper half of the pre-day range. Right. So let's refine the evaluation level to go down to 4. So as you can see, today retraced into the pre-day range, and the framework would be internal to external. 6 AM has created SMT with Asia low, so it's technically 6 AM manipulation, and then 10 AM continuation. But the daily in the 4 hour during 6 AM does support expansion bullishly, so I can trade during 6 AM. 8:30 AM news has reached this key level, be next range liquidity, but this is not the end of day target. I want to see price continue the expansion higher to reach this high here, this level. But if we're going to do that, then the driver has to form the reversal, because we created a C2, C3, 9 AM, C4, and 9:30 is going to be opening up within C5, so we got to see some form of GxT reversal sequence during the driver. But nevertheless, we still have everything bullish, like everything is aligned bullish. ES and YM are both at all-time highs right now, and so I just got to see NQ. I mean, we're clearly wanting to catch up to break this SMT. I mean, you see how clean these highs are here, and then eventually we're probably going to catch up, expand through this high to reach this high. But that's my bias on the daily, my profile on the 4 and all I'm doing is trying to trade a 4 expansion candle away from this key level, away from the low day towards the target levels. So now lining the 1 hour and 30-minute models. What are we doing prior to the driver? Technically the driver 9 AM is making C3 continuation, but I don't really like that. I like the 30-minute more. And ideally, if I don't get that GxT reversal sequence on the 30-minute, I'm not going to trade during the driver. That's my rule for me to trade. Just because prices reach this key level, it's like, although we're opening up within a swing point on the hourly, that swing point could fail because of what we reached when closing this swing point, so, or when closing during C2, so, or whatever. So ideally, we show a continuation off like this gap during 9:30. That would just be the GxT aligned sequence. This morning I've been thinking so negative. I've been viewing myself as an idiot, and so therefore I've been blind. But I mean, I know that I'm doing good. Everything's fine. Everything's clean. It's just the fact that yeah, like the driver could be clean as long as we see GxT reversal sequence. To see the driver continue off of this gap, right? Whatever. To continue the expansion through this high. We're good. We are good. G. the other assets, yesterday took this low, creating SMT, C2, and still, even though we took this high already, the problem is this week doesn't support expansion bullish anymore. It supports expansion bearish, so I feel like this day is gonna be a little bit riskier than most. Like, it's not the cleanest day. I think it's cleaner than yesterday though. But it's because yesterday I was actually trading a reverse account bullishly, but if I did trade, but so I didn't. So the fact that this day supports expansion bullishly, but the weekly doesn't, there's really no targets above market price on ES or in RYM, right? We're at all-time highs. Kind of scares me, but I know NQ is clearly showing a failure to manipulate, to reverse away from, away from these highs here. Ideally we don't. Like, I'm trusting this S&P will hold C2 yesterday, C3 continuation today. Trusting that this gap will hold to form a low day off of being 6 AM manipulation away from this key level S&P with usual low, which kind of confirms this framework for internal to external. Although we reached external liquidity, it's still only a failure swing to this high. There's literally no reason to reverse away from this. And we've already shown strength switching to catch up and break this S&P, fairly S&P here that we have with ES. RYM. Right, so there's no reason not to trust the framework on the daily forward, and then the I guess forward expansion candles away from this key level towards target level, right? I wonder if we're gonna create like S&P fill. This. Okay. Like, clearly why our NQ is showing more strength to catch up to ES and YM. Crazy. Oh shit. I didn't realize we also had S&P fill here. So now we have a two-stage S&P with the framework on the forward. That's crazy. Strength switching S&P. Okay, so we have 3 minutes. Maybe the driver does make C3 continuation on the 1 hour. And it doesn't retrace on the 30-minute. but the driver is opening up within C5 for extremely bullish, so we've expanded prior to the driver. There's no reversal before I have to see the driver reverse away from a key level, create a new swing point to actually be able to capitalize off of. So we'll see if we create some form of PSP here, maybe 2 stage PSP. Yeah, looks like we're definitely going to retracing this cap on NQ. It's going to be interesting. I would prefer that. It's going to guarantee me an actual entry during the river. Well, it looks like Lion probably won't. We're probably going to create a PSP as well. That's a PSP, yep. Ooh, and we do have SMT. Phil. Nice. See the holds. Should have won. Let's see if the driver versus higher or not. That actually provides an entry. Yes, it's retrace, so okay, one broke that SMT. Still PSP though. The last kind of second. Doesn't really matter. Driver needs a reverse away from this. closing so far above the CSD, so I'm gonna try taking my entry off of the CSD. We're near it, maybe like right there. Buy right there. See what happens. If I even get a retracement, that's way too far. We're definitely not gonna get a retracement. But I have to take it right here, no matter what. We'll see. I don't know why YM is reversing lower like that. This isn't the cleanest price action. But the driver did reverse away from that 30-minute gap, creating the C2 reverse into expansion, GxT reverse or driver reversal, confirming the reversal with the 5-minute CSD. So yeah, okay. Keep after tracement. Nice. See if it tries to test me or not. Let's see. Maybe it might be wise to wait till 10 a.m. Yeah, just because I know that we only have 16 minutes till this candle closes, and we're probably gonna just die off here. I could trust the CSD itself. Trust that 10 a.m. is gonna expand away. Continue the expansion. But damn, I'll wait though. Holy shit! Damn, I'm happy I took off. That was lucky. There's like no ass. This is all unclean. Let's go back up. See what before. See what we're doing. Again, daily for source expansion, internal directional, 6 a.m. manipulation, 10 manipulation for profile, etc. Trading during the 6 a.m. candle. 1 hour and 30 minutes. We got the 2 stage SMD with the framework, right? All that, blah blah blah. What did we do part of the river? Well, we expanded and then created an inside candle gap. Like, so we expanded during 8:30 and news into this high, and then we consolidated afterwards. So ideally, this for extremely bullish part of the driver, and ideally the driver retraces into this gap and puts in that reversal it has. But the problem is, that's a deep ass retracement. I mean, I should. It's fine though. I mean, realistically, this is perfectly fine. There's literally nothing wrong with this. Everything's here. Oh yes, is reversal there. Create an SMT here. Slow. So first we had SMT with this low. Here. And we created that 2 stage SMT. So ideally we expand away from this. It's kind of a gamble now. I feel like I'm really trusting this CSD. ES and YM really clearly just fell into support off of that. And Q is the leading or stronger asset. But it's just so weak, I don't know how to trust it. Because we're so close to the draw liquidity. There's no assets on it worse. Yeah. I really want to, but it's looking weak as fuck right now, I'm not gonna lie. have FOMO, but it's a completely valid trade. It's just what ES and why we're doing. It's not clean at all. It's a little bit dangerous. Lower probability. We're just tanking lower line. I feel like I might need to wait till the new. I don't know, I can't think too long about it. I could just do it and say fuck it and see what happens. Because realistically, NQ is still completely fine. But the problem is what's stopping NQ? Like, dude, this is. I feel like I gotta see YM or ES show some from reversal. So I think the driver's not going. I hate looking at or ES and YM. This is what it does to me. Even though everything's so clean on NQ. The fact that the driver is failing to just expand higher right now. I like this two-stage SMT though. After. So I think I'm gonna do it. It's probably gonna be a stop out, but we'll see what happens. Okay, we'll see. It's probably gonna be a stop out, but I'll just try trading during 10 I really get less. That's all I can get. Every asset's reversing there. Damn, well, that's right. I just don't want to like be influenced by what ES and why we're doing because NQ is so clean. I feel like that's just too many to believe. I just want to forget about it. Let's hope this Tuesday just be holds. See what happens. They reverse now. Hey, Looks like the driver is being a little bitch. Yeah, look at that. So maybe I should listen to you some. Wow. Whatever. Oh well. I'm gonna go light up a fucking joint and try trading during 10 a.m. Let's do it. Right, no way, I'm still on this shot. Till the end, baby. Tweet something. Tweet something good. Save my ass, please. I need it. We're done. You know, like some would say, take off, bro, take off. But you got most of your money back. Fuck you, bitch. I'm in this till the end. I got like $1,000 loss though. I don't want to lose. I think I probably shouldn't trade again during 10 a.m. But I'm at the point where I'm willing to trade multiple times a day if I know that I can make another trade and possibly win. I don't want to just gamble for just one trade. I want at least two. Knowing that you have two, you can take at least two trades. You're not only riding on just that one trade. Is so relieving. Like it's so like easier. Oh, yeah. So like I really can care less if I lose this shit. Take me out, bitch. I got 10 a.m. Stay still clean. Problem with this is no SS1 in reserve. So you're probably not going to go higher. Still want to try trading during 10 a.m. Fuck it. It's good to go through this pain. Just gotta like have the mentality of fuck, I do not care about this money. Like this was a good trade. This was I know this was worthy of taking. Just tired of overthinking it. But I know that also if I'm just gonna keep overthinking it, I might as well fucking take it. I take it or don't. Like, and if you're overthinking, you probably shouldn't. But that just means it's not clean. But which realistically, today there's nothing unclean about it. So it's my model. Alright, can I revise it real quick? I got that today making C3. Continuation to break this failure SMT. Super clean. Liquidity. Before aligns with that daily bias with 6 a.m. creating then Tuesday SMT string switching. Getting into use lead asset. Internal external. Just trading the 6 a.m. far expansion channel away from the key level. Don't know the 1 hour 30 minute what to do part of the river. Expanded and then work and drive reversal away from this key level. Skip. Alright, the driver opened up, created that V shape, protecting the low of the 930 AM candle, and So yeah, that's about entry. Green that CC with the counter 2. Literally at that moment in time, the 5 and 3 minute alignment expansion, the 30-minute alignment expansion, in that 1 hour I guess, the 4 hour alignment expansion, the daily alignment expansion. But it's just PA overall. So YM is doing literally like some weird ass shit. It's reversing. Like, I feel like NQ should not reverse away from this kilo, but just shitty PA at that point. You could still go higher though during 10 AM if the driver doesn't go higher. So we'll just see what. We'll see if the trading gods want to be on my side or not. Oh, I'm not worried. I'm not bad, bro. You can be so hard. That's not good. Oh, dare 10 open over right there. That's a ripperoni right there. That's a rip. Go up. Go higher. Wait, what did 4 hour? What did 16 do? It's bullshit second stage PSP. Come on, 10 It might be wise to wait for 10 AM from there if we have more than enough range. But I was like, why hold on now? Why hold on now? Or why give up now? You know, like why hold on for all that long? You just to close now? Like what the fuck? It's like what, literally no point. Maybe I should have. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's definitely a loss. Somehow it didn't take me out. This is a horrible PA. That's crazy. Come on, Brace. I mean, obviously it needs to take freaking low. Create a new swing point. We failed to create C2, so I should create C3 expansion. But there we go. There. Thank you. So what we did. Let's just go back. So History made that C2 string switch to catch up and break this SMT here. Which yesterday on ES failed to reverse away from. Thank you. This key level. Side here. So it was taking the SMT break with the ES, but we still have this. We still have these failure swings reach on NQ, so I mean NQ could reverse away, but we're seeing Monday failed to support that narrative. But we create a large wick on the weekly, so the weekly doesn't really support expansion bullshit, but we can still reach this high for reversing there. So yesterday C2 string switch SMT. Today should make C3 continuation. Drop it down before the front validation level. Be this gap here, and then 6 AM created that SMT fill, or 2 stage SMT with this gap. For 6 AM manipulation, which it is actually a second stage PSP as well. So titanium we should continue, but there's quite literally no reason to reverse away from this. So titanium has to respect the invalidation levels. If it doesn't, then it's not trade. So we're going to create that 2-stage SMT here with NQ and ES, or I mean ES and YM. So YM was cleaner though. Here we have that low on NQ and then higher low. So once weaker, now stronger. Again, both on the daily and 4 hour, we're showing that to continue our string switching to catch up to ES and YM, as NQ is the SM, which is lower in the range versus ES and YM. So titanium should continue. We're kind of closing below EQ of the pre-fucking range, so it's kind of like it's got to be a 1 hour 30 middle closest to the titanium 4 hour candle open. Go below, straight into that key level. Consolidated. Then put SMT here. Which would be prior to titanium, we reversed during the driver, so definitely not clean. But it would be GxT reversal sequence during titanium away from this gap here, which we actually have. Titanium creating that large wick on the 1 hour, so I wouldn't trade this. 30 minute as well. I gotta wait. I'm gonna wait for the 30 minute to show that swing point to confirm the low of the titanium 4 hour candle. Why did it not transpose everything? Like I literally did all intervals. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Technically we have more SMT with pre-work on below. We'll just continuously showing strength in Q. But GxT reversal sequence on the 1 hour 30-minute break from below the 10 AM candle. This 30-minute point. Let's go for the close. Okay, so Denny is still filling tours. I really don't know if I can trade away from these footage things. On NQ. I have to. This bias is way too clean. I could say the opposite for. Wow. Which we technically are showing strings switching away from this. Like, I don't know, man. Problem is I don't like the wick size for bearishness on ES. We've already pretty much reached the drawn liquidity for external to internal, so I can't really fade the daily bias like that. And then YM. So it does support expansion bearishly. We are expanding through this gap, so it's probably order parent ranges, range high to range low. I feel like this is probably what we're gonna do. Because if you think about it, the weekly candle doesn't really support the expansion bullishly. So holding this into here. So it's not ideal that price makes a new higher high following SMT, but let me do this. We show strength switch on the 4 hour, so it'd be pretty much pretty high. It's like the reversal point. C2 reversal into expansion, target pretty low. Current dealer. Pretty low, or this super low. But yeah, let me just do this. There. So this 4 buys. One. Here we have SMT on 4 hour with pre 4 hour kind of high, I think, right now. But we still created that C2 during 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. manipulation, which is a PSP. It's not a 6, it's HPSP though. 10 a.m. should ideally respect to EQ this 4 hour kind of range for the lower half. But now I'm capitalizing on a 4 hour expansion candle during 10 a.m. away from the high of the day, etc. Jumping down to the 1 hour and 30 minute, what are we doing? Open up with the GxT continuation sequence on the 1 hour. C2, C3, 10 a.m. C4, a little bit dangerous, but it's not the new refined validation would be EQ this range. Gotta hurry this up. Guess now we have the 1 hour aligned with the 4 hour profile on daily bias. 3 minute phone. Damn. Okay. Low key. It's good enough because, like, if you think about it, 10 a.m. opened up here. Right. Price gives an entry back up into here. I'll probably take this. Should put the 2 hour. It's like completely valid. I'll probably do a little bit lower, like that much. Of course. So now NQ no longer supports the bullish bias on the 4 hour, so we're definitely gonna reach for this low. We don't support expansion bullshit anymore. So that supports everything. Fell into support the invalidation level. I'm gonna gladly take this. Just gotta believe that we're gonna continue the expansion level for pretty low on land. We'll see if I'm lucky enough to even get tripped in again. Okay, we got it. Let's see what we do. Trusting that we're gonna expand greatly during this candle. Might not work, but we'll see. I'm kind of gambling. We'll see. It's a possibility. Damn, I could have taken my entry above that. That hurts. Like price really used me right there, like fucked me over. I don't know, that was my fault, but I just hope that we don't give a deep ass retracement. We should just expand lower. We should just fall, like jump, press, jump. Don't be afraid. Fucking on, dude. This shit is gonna be annoying. I can already tell. If I playing some music while I wait, don't mind if I do. I got a journal though, so I'll do it. See, we're just playing the patient game at this point. So first I want to mention that there's like really no clean targets on ES and Q anymore. We've taken this low and there's nothing really below that. And so YM is the only asset that's kind of near this low. It's still pretty far, as you can see. So it's just like an unclean day, and I'm going to make a logical. That's a very logical takeoff. I'm just going to like close the charts and log what I took, learn from it and everything, and yeah, look forward to tomorrow. So Monday, Tuesday, both shit days. Took one loss. That's crazy, but I'm still doing pretty good. I'm pretty much back at a break even. So it's only this is the first week or second week. I don't know. So I think it's the second, but it's only day 2, so a lot can change. Like literally within one day, so much can change. So just gotta stay patient.